This is some scary, dog. The Ravens are the deadliest team in the NFL. All of a sudden, you got Lamar Jackson, a lot of people's favorite when it comes to winning an MVP. He just won another version of MVP. We're going to get into that. Lamar Jackson's looking good. You just extended Derrick Henry. You just signed Lamar Jackson's best friend out of Louisville, Jaire Alexander. You solved one of your biggest issues, and that's an outside corner. This defense is looking like the old Ravens defense when I was growing up. This is kind of scary. And Lajohntay Wester is just kind of benefiting from all this. Like, we're going to check in with him. Not a lot of updates with Lajohntay, I got to be honest with you. He's just taking flicks with the 8-3 on. But we do have a lot of updates of the Ravens in general. So we're going to get into that, kind of have a conversation there. So I really appreciate y'all rocking with me. If you enjoy these videos, like it. If you don't like them, dislike it. Subscribe if you enjoy football content of all shapes and sizes. Let's get right into it. And now we got a special little moment here for Lajohntay. We're also going to check out some FAU content because the last time I made not even last time. Yesterday, I made a video about all of the different recruits that Deion Sanders basically has sent over like just the last year to the NFL. And a comment that I saw, I forgot who the comment was, but they made it such a great comment because I was talking about how, look, Lajohntay, safety blanket, he does everything. He can take the top off. He can go underneath. He can, he going to do whatever. And I think that makes him such a great asset for the Ravens, right? Because I think he's going to be used, sure, in special teams, but he's also going to be used in the receiving game. He's also going to be used here and there and everywhere, right? And I think that makes things even better for what he can do. We saw what his we saw his versatility and what he was able to do with the Buffaloes. So now you get with a big time offensive coordinator. Hey, maybe that grows even greater. So I would love to see how that kind of maneuvers there. And more importantly, they said that this boy Lajohntay Wester was nice even at FAU. He was nice everywhere he went, dog. I think he posted in 1,000-yard and a 900-yard season. So like he came from Florida, from FAU to Colorado, already being an 1,000-yard receiver to go ahead and put 900 something yards and just 10 touchdowns in the same room, in the same wide receiver room as a man who went for 1,400 yards. So just a little throwback, Lajohntay. Just let y'all know he been cooking them Florida boys for a long time, man. He been cooking them Florida boys for a long time. Shout out to Lajohntay, man. I do think that he is in a great opportunity. With a defense like this. Oh my God! Look at these boys. Look at these boys. This is some scary, dog. This is some scary, dog. So, Jaire Alexander, if you're not familiar, to be 100% truthful, right? Before we even get into the full defensive breakdown, this is somebody who has not really been able to finish the last 2 seasons, right? I think he's played 7 games last season, right? I think the main reason why the Packers didn't go ahead and sign him, who was, if I'm not mistaken, a former All-Pro, All-Star, all that good stuff, right? Oh, sorry, Pro Bowler. All that good stuff, right? Sorry, I've been watching too much NBA playoffs. Is because of the injury history, because he hasn't been available, because he hasn't really been able to consistently be on the field, and I want to talk about kind of 2 things when I talk about this Ravens defense. Is that the idea that all they needed was a true alpha dog cornerback 2, right? You had or just outside corner, right? Maybe Nate Wiggins is cornerback 2 and whatever, but you need another outside cornerback, right? Marlon Humphreys, who correct me if I'm wrong, he was playing like true corner coming out of Alabama, but then moved inside and has been playing as one of the best dime players. Not dime, best nickels. Jeez, I cannot give you one of the best nickels in all the NFL, if not the best nickel in the NFL. So you have someone who's going to be shutting down any shifty slots. You have Kyle Hamilton, who just gets put all over the field. He doesn't do too bad when it comes to coverage as well, in the box, all over the place. Nate Wiggins is a robot. That dude is a problem out of Clemson. He shuts things down. He's physical. He is what I like to call the prototypical corner, right? I would like to see him get a little bit bigger, but he's long. He's rangy. He does well in zone coverage as well as being disruptive in man coverage and physical. physical in man coverage as well, and he gets after that ball. And then you add somebody. Obviously, and then Malachi Starks, and who knows that he can play everywhere. He can play in the slot. He can play X. He can play in the box. He can play free safety, strong safety. Malachi Starks, the reason why he was known as such a high safety prospect over the likes of Andrew Makuba. Shout out to Andrew Makuba, Texas Longhorn. That's my guy. Also former Clemson Tiger too. But a lot of people thought that he should have been, up there. Xavier Watts should have been up there. But when it comes to versatility at a high level, there wasn't, I don't think, a player more versatile than Malachi Starks. And if there was a player right underneath, it was, Andrew Makuba. But not the point, and maybe Jahdae Brown, but he's a corner, yada, yada, yada. So he was Malachi Starks reminds me of a corner playing safety, right? You don't want to see him in man coverage. You don't want to see Malachi Starks in man coverage, but then he can play free safety, strong safety with the likes of him. So I'm fine with him kicking into the inside. I'm fine with him taking down another slot. Maybe you let Kyle Hamilton roam even more because now you have somebody who can come in and do those different things. It's a lot of nastiness. It's a lot of nastiness right now. Just picking up Jaire Alexander, and that's hoping that Jaire Alexander can pan out and do great things. It's going to be tough because there have been injuries, right? But I think, if anything, the former MVP getting his guy, I think it's priceless, right? I think it's priceless. Here's Kyle Hamilton speaking on getting Jaire Alexander pretty quick.
How fast that news broke. He shout out Anthony Miller. He's requested that. We were at lunch. And we literally, Lamar told us, and 5 seconds later, we see it on Pat McAfee show. So that's crazy. But great addition.
Oh, Pat McAfee show leaking
he's
stuff?
One of the best in this league since he got in it. And to have anybody like that, no matter what position room, especially as a DB, it's super valuable. And I'm super out of breath because we literally just finished practice. But excited to have him. Been talking to him a lot. Cool dude.
Cool dude. So great words there. And obviously, Jaire Alexander, former Louisville guy. So just yesterday, I believe, and not to say that this just happened all yesterday, but just yesterday, Lamar Jackson says, "Go get him, Eric." That's my boy Jaire, obviously cut by the Packers. A conversation update. It is a $4 million guaranteed contract, 1 year deal up to $6 million. And obviously, you can see Lamar Jackson and Jaire Alexander. You know what I'm saying? They feeling it, dog. They feeling it, dog. Hey, he said sign the wall. That's kind of fresh, man.
I don't got a number right now, do I? No. Right. Well, we'll just come back to that right now. Number sign.
Yeah.
Boom.
You feel me? You feel me? You like to see that, man. Let's get into some of these clips and then kind of end it off too. I'm going to let these clips play, and I'm also going to, read some of my live comments before I do that. And here, Melissa actually was calling me a liar. So let's see what Melissa has to say. Melissa says 12 not getting cut, Haslam not letting it happen. Okay, there you go. Viral Authority says, dang, Melissa came in hating. Hey, it happens to the best of us. T says, Haslam got that IVU league, Colt in Cleveland. Ivy League, my fault. I'm not trying to disrespect your name, but she says, I can't believe Bill Haslam is the son of Jimmy Haslam, of which was the former governor of Tennessee. Browns and Titans. Hooey. Rhyming accidentally. That's kind of fresh. My live chat, they be going crazy. My live chat be putting some bars on the wax. Green Fist Garden says there's no way Shador is behind mentally. He has had more experience adjusting to new offenses for different. Okay. We will talk about that, but we are speaking about the Ravens. So let me finish up the Ravens. If you're not watching live and you want me to read your comments, because I read all my comments and everybody in the chat, y'all let me know. Y'all come join the live. We'll be live and streaming more. But to finish up this video, right, let's hear what not hear, but see Lamar Jackson receive
offseason, I'm sure you've heard Eric Acosta, John Harbaugh.
another MVP award.
You're their MVP. Well, you're also the MVP for the Pro Football Writers Association. So for the third time in Lamar Jackson's career, he is voted MVP by PFWA.
Hey.
I appreciate you, Mr. Davis. Professional football writers of America. I thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys so much, man. Dang, I got an MVP, baby.
Look, man, and I'm happy that I get to talk about Lamar because Lajohntay's here and y'all like Lajohntay, and you know what I'm saying, that there's a lot of good heritage there because I think Lamar Jackson is such a great model for the way that people are trying to do Shedeur Sanders. And I hate to bring it, I'm sorry, but y'all started talking about Shedeur Sanders in my live comments, but it'll be brief, right? And what I mean by that is that, like, man, they tried to paint Lamar Jackson.
Man.
They tried to paint him as everything but what he is. And that is a humble, hardworking dog of a football player who not is just humble and hardworking, is a good dude, right? I'm not sure if y'all know, but in NFL media, as you've seen, because if you're watching this, you probably watch my Shedeur videos. As you've seen with the Browns media, the NFL media ain't the, you know what I'm saying? They don't have the best reputation. Okay, they got some problems. They do things in a certain odd way. So the fact that he goes out of his way to be like, hey, you know what? I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. And now on top of that, but obviously you get voted that way, and you see the way his reception is. That's just who Lamar is, right? And I think some people want to maybe again rewrite things and be like, oh man, maybe there was a humble, but no, in Louisville, that's who Lamar Jackson was. That's who he was. He's a soft-spoken guy. He comes in, he gonna outwork you, right? And he gonna get his money on and get up out of there, right? And uplift other people while he's doing it. I think he's just someone who's just a great model of what it means to be your own person and being a quarterback, right? Sometimes, very Allen Iverson, if I could compare him to somebody else, because again, Shedeur is not there yet because you gotta get you a few MVPs and we had that conversation, right? Don't mess about LJ. That boy go hard. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think Shedeur can do it. I think he can make it happen, right? But to compare him, Lamar Jackson, somebody, it has to be Allen Iverson, right? Somebody who marches to the beat of their own drum, right? Did Allen Iverson stay out of trouble? I wasn't that old whenever Allen Iverson was running around. I just know he had the braids. I knew he was fresh. I knew people gave him a hard time. Right, for the way that he carried himself, although there wasn't a lot of negatives from what I could see. That's what I see in Lamar Jackson, right? I see somebody who does not do anything besides jet skiing and hanging out with Kodak Black. Those are the most problematic things that Lamar Jackson does. So I just love to see that we can kind of shine a light on somebody like this who just does a lot of positive stuff. Let's hear it. Let's hear what he has to say about. There's some old people on this Ravens team. He's going to talk about DeAndre Hopkins real quick.
I'm just gonna say that guy dope, man. He's different, man. I seen him. I threw him like a shallow today. He caught the ball so smooth, got up like I don't even think he put his other hand on the ground to get up. He just caught the ball and just started. I'm like, bro, that's some vet type stuff, like some super vet type stuff. It's just dope to have him, man. I'm looking forward to throwing a lot of touchdowns to him this year.
You feel me? As a Texans fan, I'm always gonna be a DeAndre Hopkins fan, and I think he went like 2 years without dropping a pass or something like that. So that boy could be 97 years old. Hey, too many basketball analogies, but he's going to be like Ray Allen. As long as you can sit in that corner and do that three, DeAndre Hopkins is going to be able to catch that back shoulder fade until he's 87. I promise you. You can line him up out there. He's going to be all right. D-Hop going to find a way. But, hey, that's all we got for Lamar Jackson. Just a quick update on the Ravens. Check out the Jaire Alexander situation. Check out what they got going on with Lamar Jackson. Watch a few clips. Have a good time. We're going to obviously be keeping up with, the Ravens as things move along here. There's the Bateman and stuff like that. But really appreciate y'all rocking me. Like the video if you like it. Dislike if you don't like it. Subscribe if you enjoy football content. Comment if there's something that you want to see. We'll see you next time. All right. Peace.